So when you think about the upcoming year, because it's never ever too early to talk about next season,
Yep.
what's your prediction for the 23 season?
13-0, Rustin. 13-0. Yep.
No hesitation. That's what I'm talking about.
Nope. 13.
So we're gonna stop after the conference championship game. We're not gonna progress on to the playoffs.
Oh, sorry. 13-0 regular season, 14-0 after the conference championship, 15-0. I'm not sure how many games we get to play, but we're going to win them all, and we're going to win a national title next year. It does feel like 98, fellas, in 23.
Sure does.
And it's going to be awesome. Joe Milton, Heisman Trophy, go ahead and set it up. It's going to happen. I know some other folks that make videos that think they're funny have made jokes about him missing the deep ball. Hitting some camera people and, hitting some people in the stands. But
yeah, who would do that? Good grief.
I don't know. It's rude. It's rude. But I believe he's going to absolutely crush it next year. We got the best running back trio, I think, in all of college football. Jabari Small, Jalen Wright, and Dylan Sampson. I mean, it reminds me of Charlie Gardner and Aaron Hayden and James Stewart. Come on.
The way Jalen Wright runs the ball, man, he is a tough fellow to bring down. That's for sure. And I saw last night on Twitter, some people were giving you some beef about that. And you finally were just like, hey, listen to me. I'm 150-0. And I was like, that's what I'm talking about. Tell them.
I didn't think I needed to explain myself, like, do you know who I am?
Numbers don't lie, people.
Exactly. I mean, I've literally never lost a football game. Why would you question my assessment of our offense?
Ignorance.
You're probably going to have to use some of that influence to get Joe the Heisman. I think there's a lot of national media members that are always going to make sure that no Tennessee player wins that thing. So you may have to flex a little bit of your football muscle to coerce a few media members to come alongside on that one.
That's a good point, Rustin. You know what, though? I've got some friends in some pretty low places, and so Heisman committee, I could take care of some of the things there. All right. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah.
So Coach, let me ask you about two of the games next year in particular. We actually get South Carolina much earlier in the season, and it's at home. Mm-hmm. What do you think the atmosphere in Neyland Stadium is going to be like for that game?
I think the stadium is going to explode. It's going to be amazing because I don't know if anybody wants to beat another team as badly as Tennessee and their fans want to beat South Carolina. Shane, I don't know what it is about Shane Beamer. I don't know what it is, but a guy gets on my last nerve. And
I heard Neyland's going to leave orange pit vipers on every single person's seat so everybody can don those when the game ends.
Yes, I think that would be awesome. And that's going to be a huge game for us. I think we're going to dominate. I think we're going to be so mad from last year. We're going to take it all out on them. Yeah.
Well, the other game I was going to ask you about. So, this year Texas A&M obviously struggled, and pretty much any other year when you see them on the schedule, you'd be like, oh man. Mm-hmm. Well, this year we get them at home, and it's after a bye week. Now I know they just hired Bobby Petrino, but what do you think about that game and Tennessee's chance? I mean, you said they're going to go undefeated. So, but how bad do you think they're going to beat Texas A&M after that bye week?
Well, I think it's going to be a pretty good game. Actually, I think Texas A&M is going to be ready to play, but they're not going to have what it takes to beat the Vols. They're just not. All I can picture is Bobby Petrino showing up to a game and that neck brace. He's trying to coach, and nobody can understand what he's saying, and Dumbo Fisher be on the sidelines, roaming back and forth, and dealing out NIL money to his players on the field, and it's not going to come together for him. It's just not. That's the biggest dumpster fire I've ever seen, and the Vols are going to take care of business with the Aggies.
I wonder if A&M's done their due diligence and made sure that Bobby Petrino actually can cross state lines. Like, does his parole allow for that?
That's a legitimate question, Rustin. I think we should dig into that. Maybe we can keep him at home.